Hello. So, I just recorded my entire vlog on mute. I went back to watch it, and it was, I had great facial expressions, but there was no voice. So I'm going to try and do it again, and hopefully it'll be as good as the last one. So, I apologize for the break in my vlogs. I've been in the process of moving, and I finally semi-completed that process. I've come back to my parents' house from the house I was living in Montana, and next week I'll be moved into my new apartment, so I'm like halfway done. But moving has provided me with what I want to talk to you about. So I was as I packed my car up to leave, I was finishing up things in my cabin, and my best friend Danny was packing up my car for me. And my car is really, really small, and I mean, imagine the amount of things that I had where I was living all summer long, for 5 months. I mean, there was quite a bit of stuff. So the fact that he fit it in there, props to you, Danny, thank you. But as he was packing my car, I asked him to put the most important things, make them the easiest to access, right? So in my mind, that's food, water, change of clothes, that kind of thing, right? And I had all that stuff packed, and it was kind of in the forefront of all the bags I had out there. And so when I got in my car to drive away, I looked around because I was gonna grab like a bag of chips or something because I had all these chips. And my food was nowhere to be found, and I was like, "Where's my food?" And when I got out for gas at a gas station, I located my food. It was at the very, very back of my car. There was no way I would have known it was there unless I dug through some stuff. And I looked around to see. I was like, well, what did he make the easiest to access? What was the most accessible in his mind? What was important? And so I looked around my car, and the things that were the easiest to access were my cowboy hat, my boots, and my saddle. So if there was an emergency, like roundup or horse situation, I was set. I had everything I needed. But in my mind, that's not the stuff that I want on top. That's not what's the most important to me. But to Danny, that's what would be the most important. And I was talking to my mom, and she's the one that pointed that out to me. She was like, isn't it so interesting what the priorities of other people are? You never think about that because you just assume everyone's priorities are in line with yours. But, that's not fair to those around us. And so, I was just thinking, are we aware of how other people pack their car? How do you pack your car? How do I pack my car? How does my mom pack her car? It's all going to be different, and we need to respect how everybody packs their car, and we can't assume that everyone's going to pack their car the same as ours. You know what I mean? Anyway, so it's just something to think about. Be aware of how others might pack their car. Maybe think about that next time you get upset because someone's priorities aren't exactly in line with your own. Because sometimes I feel like we think that we are the only person on the planet that has priorities, and that's just not true, So, it's just something to think about. Pack your car and think about how other people pack theirs. And I will have a new vlog to you soon.